Health Ministry mulls use of new drug to treat COVID.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dear fellow Malaysians, please abide by the movement control order imposed by my government. Don't leave home if there are no pressing matters. Don't balik kampung unless if it's an emergency. This movement control order is imposed to ensure the safety and the well-being of every Malaysian, as we are now facing a serious threat from the outbreak of COVID-19 virus infection. It is a deadly virus. Do not gather or attend any social activities outside your home. My government has guaranteed sufficient stocks and supplies of all essential items throughout these 2-week restrictions, so there is no need for panic buying. I call upon every Malaysian to be responsible and not spread fake news and cause unnecessary panic among us. Please observe your personal hygiene, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer and face masks, stay safe and practice social distancing, and drink lots of water. We will get through this together as Malaysian, as one country. This is the time for us to be strong and persevere. It is better for all of us to be safe than sorry. Inshallah, we shall prevail.
Malaysia has recorded another 2 COVID-19 related deaths, bringing the tally to 21. Health Director General Dato' Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah in a statement said the deceased, both Malaysians aged 76 and 63 respectively, had history of chronic illness. Commenting further on the matter, Dato' Dr. Noor Hisham said both of the deceased had previously attended the Sri Petaling Tabligh gathering. The 20-year-old deceased was admitted to Sultan Ismail Petra Hospital in Kuala Karai, Kelantan, before being confirmed dead at 4:35 p.m. yesterday. The 21st deceased was tested positive for the virus on 22nd March and was admitted to Sultanah Bahia Hospital in Alor, Kedah on 23rd March. He was confirmed dead at 4 a.m. today after his health condition deteriorated. Dato' Dr. Noor Hisham also conveyed his condolences to the families of both the deceased. Meanwhile, 172 new cases had been reported as of 12 p.m. yesterday, bringing the total number of cases to 1,796 since the start of the outbreak. The Health Director General added that initial investigations indicated that of the 172 new cases, 71 were linked to the Sri Petaling Mosque Tabligh cluster, while the 101 remaining cases were still being investigated. "73 Health Ministry personnel have tested positive for COVID-19 so far. However, according to Health Director General Dato' Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah, based on the investigations, the cause of infection was not due to the handling of positive cases at the ministry's facilities.
Daripada jumlah tersebut, didapati punca jangkitan bagi 47 kes, iaitu 64.4% adalah berkaitan dengan majlis perkahwinan yang juga dihadiri oleh mereka yang menghadiri perhimpunan tabligh. Lain-lain punca adalah seperti sejarah melawat ke luar negara dan dari kontak keluarga yang positif COVID-19. Untuk makluman, dalam penjagaan keselamatan anggota barisan hadapan, seramai 1,895 anggota kesihatan Kementerian Kesihatan yang menguruskan pesakit COVID-19 di fasilitis Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia telah menjalani ujian pengesahan, di mana 1,187 orang adalah negatif, manakala 708 lagi masih menunggu keputusan. dan setakat ini tiada yang dikesan positif COVID-19.
Meanwhile, Datuk Dr. Noor Hisham said the Health Ministry is considering the use of antiviral drug favipiravir to treat COVID-19 positive patients, although the drug, which is also known as Avigan and Fuaikang, is not yet registered in the country. He explained that in the event the drug is approved, patients will need to be closely monitored to ensure its effectiveness.
Ada dua jenis obat, Avigan dan juga Fuaikang. Dua jenis obat tersebut. Obat yang sama, tapi Avigan daripada Jepun dan Fuaikang daripada negeri China. Jadi kita kena pastikan pemantauan yang rapi apabila kita nak gunakan obat tersebut. Walaupun obat tersebut tidak didaftarkan, tapi dengan kelulusan Ketua Pengarah Kesihatan kita boleh benarkan.
Persevere and be patient. That was the hope of the Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin as he announced an extension to the Movement Control Order MCO period yesterday. The MCO has now been extended to last until 14th April, and the Premier said he had directed all ministries to take the necessary actions and preparations to cater to the needs of the people. Meanwhile, after the announcement, Tan Sri Muhyiddin made a surprise visit to Giant Supermarket in Seri Kembangan. The Premier, who arrived at the supermarket at around 6 p.m, spoke with several individuals on their preparations to buy stocks of necessary items and the prices of goods on sale. During his special address, Tan Sri Muhyiddin called on the people not to resort to panic buying, although the MCO had been extended until 14th April. The Prime Minister also said he will announce a new and more comprehensive economic stimulus package tomorrow. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Datuk Sri Mustafa Muhammad, said the government will focus on initiatives that could stabilise the nation's economy. He said that under the leadership of Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, the government will be able to survive this crisis despite the uncertainty of the world economic status. Datuk Sri Mustafa said that collaboration from various quarters, including from the federal and state governments as well as the banking institutions, have helped the rakyat overcome the economic challenges during this crisis. He also said that the federal government will be announcing several packages for the same purpose this Friday.
Apa yang kerajaan telah lakukan, yang pertama pada 27 Februari dengan pakej rancangan berjumlah 20 bilion ringgit. Lepas itu pakej 16 hari bulan, pakej 23 bulan, dan insya-Allah pada Jumaat ini akan diumumkan oleh Perdana Menteri. Kita harap ini akan dapat mengurangkan beban yang ditanggung oleh rakyatnya. Jadi kita berharap dengan langkah-langkah yang diambil ini maka ekonomi kita dapat dipertahankan. Apapun kerajaan cukup sedar bahawa semua rakyat Malaysia terkesan dengan masalah kesihatan yang kita hadapi hari ini, khususnya yang berada dalam sektor informal ataupun kerja sendiri ataupun gaji harian. Membawa banyak idea-idea baru untuk menangani masalah.
The Kelantan Police contingent has closed down all entry points towards Kota Baru city centre. Its police chief, Dato' Hasanuddin Hassan, said the decision was made after most of the citizens in the area still refuse to adhere to the movement control order. Dato' Hasanuddin said most of the citizens detained at police roadblocks provided invalid reasons and went out despite not having any urgent matter to attend to.
So kita akan seal. Kalau hari ini misal kata kalau ada 50% masih bergerak lagi, pada semasa kita akan tutup tu. Kita akan kemaskan lagi. Khususnya di kawasan bandar Kota Baru ni. Walaupun the word masyarakat akan menjerit, tapi terpaksa saya tengah kata lain terpaksa. Sebab dengan wabak yang ada sekarang ni, dengan jumlah yang sekian hari sekian meningkat ni, buat kerisauan bukan saja kepada saya, bukan pada kita semua, kepada semua.
The Kelantan Police Chief added that the police will be taking stern action on those who verbally abuse the authorities during the movement control order. He also said that several individuals have been arrested for the offence. Meanwhile, in Negeri Sembilan, Seremban, Police Chief Assistant Commissioner Muhammad Syed Ibrahim said surveillance of Movement Control Order MCO in the state found that the number of vehicles and members of public loitering around has dropped significantly. He said among the factors contributing to the drop was the roadblocks activated by the police at all exit points heading towards major highways. Assistant Commissioner Muhammad Syed said so far one arrest was made related to the MCO violation. The arrest was made in Rantau involving two men on motorcycle who tried to flee from a roadblock. The suspects were detained under Section 186 of the Penal Code for obstructing police in carrying out their duties. The Johor Islamic Religious Council MAINJ has introduced 13 aid packages for those who are directly and indirectly affected by COVID-19. This package involved a cost of about 5.7 million ringgit and will be distributed until 31st March. Elaborating further on the matter, Johor State Exco Tosrin Jarvanti said the aid will be delivered in the form of cash or essential daily needs.
Tapi perkara ini telah pun kita maklum pada semua pejabat daerah dan juga pejabat MAIS daripada daerah, tetapi semua permohonan mesti melalui pejabat daerah.
The packages will be delivered to positive COVID-19 patients who will receive 1,000 ringgit and another 1,000 for their family or beneficiary. Other than that, the package also include financial aid of 100 ringgit for Orang Asli in Johor, 200 ringgit for Johor students in Egypt, and 300 ringgit for Johor student in Jordan. The Malaysian Maritime Enforcement Agency MMEA has joined in the fight to curb the spread of COVID-19 as it begins to monitor the waters of the country for any signs of intrusion. Through the interagency operation, MMEA, Police, Marine and the National Security Council in Labuan are going all out to stop illegal activities, including encroachments from illegal and monitoring the movements of Malaysians in the sea. MMEA Labuan Maritime Zone Director Commander Nur Bakari Abu Bakar said the enforcement of the operation is being conducted in line with the Prevention and Control of Infectious Diseases Act 1988. The operation will also focus on health screenings of all crew of vessels coming in or out of the country's waters.
Kita akan panggil diorang beratur di depan, kita tengok dan kita investigate lah untuk kapal-kapal yang berlabuh, bersauh di sekitar Labuan ni. Kita pun dapat makluman daripada ejen-ejen tentang pergerakan mereka. Jadi lebih mudah untuk kita mengawal. Dan kita memberikan bantuan bersama dengan PPM kepada KKM sekiranya kita perlu untuk membawa mereka ke sana.
United Nations launches major humanitarian appeal to keep COVID-19 from circling back around the globe. Details right after this. And that concludes today's updates at noon. In our top story, Health Ministry mulls use of new drug to treat COVID-19 patients. Don't forget to wash your hands regularly, practice social distancing, and most of all, let's adhere to the movement control order and just stay at home. News on 2 comes on 7 this evening. I'm Renee Fong. Have a pleasant afternoon.